quick programming note, as the debate over immigration has risen to the top of the news in recent weeks, a number of figures on the left have denounced this show as racist. It's notable that not a single one of them has offered any evidence to support that slur or even bothered to rebut the arguments that we make every night. They just make loud noises about white supremacy and assume that's an argument. Of course, the rest of the media dutifully repeat that. The latest person to attack our show as immoral is former Weekly Standard editor Bill Kristol. Now, there are an awful lot of ways we could respond to Kristol, a former intellectual who now exists primarily on Twitter, and we considered them. But why? Kristol discredited himself years ago. That's why he no longer has a full-time job. So instead, we thought it might be more edifying to restate what we actually believe about immigration, and you can decide for yourself what you think of it. The point of our immigration policy, the point of all of our policies, is to help Americans. Watching out for our citizens is the only reason we have a government in the first place. If people in other countries enjoy and benefit from what we do, that's great. That's an added bonus, and we welcome that always. But it can never be the main point of what we do. Americans are the main point. That's always true, no matter what the issue is. When the concerns of foreigners take precedence over the needs of Americans, our government is betraying us and has become illegitimate. Of course, that's exactly what's been happening. Voters understand this, and they hate it. That's why they elected Trump. To permanent Washington, election results from last year were a hard slap in the face, a rebuke they could not accept and refused to learn from. So instead, they decided their own country was irredeemable and its population should be ignored. That's how we wound up with an immigration policy that most Americans do not support, because the people making the policy don't care if you support it or not. Immigration clearly has upsides, and we try to note that. Many immigrants are impressive people, really impressive people, and add greatly to this country. We know a lot of immigrants like that. We also know some who shouldn't be here. Not all immigrants are the same, just like not all college applicants are the same. Some are worth admitting, others are not. Americans get to decide who makes the cut. It's our country, it's our call. That's the main point we're making. Maybe you sincerely believe that importing millions of poor people from around the world will make America richer and more stable, and maybe you're right. But before you do that, before you import them, you should explain exactly how that's going to work. You're not allowed to change America profoundly and forever without showing the rest of us how it's going to make our lives better. That's an honest question, and you can't avoid it forever simply by shrieking racist